We're just seeing Harry Bates roll up at the end of SS11 here at the PowerPlay Adelaide Hills Rally. Dean and I are going to be bringing you end of stage reactions for the first few cars as they cross the line here. Harry has done that stage in 4 minutes 37. So, how does that compare to his run through here earlier?
It's quicker by the looks of it. And the thing is, Harry, since we saw him last and spoke to him about that sort of remote service, has been on fire. He's now got quite a reasonable lead, actually, over his brother Lewis. So it'll be interesting to get him in here, have a quick chat, see he'd be buoyed. There'll be a smile on his face, Jess, as he comes through. Like you said, he's now leading the rally away.
Harry, you've managed to get yourself a pretty healthy lead over the stages since we last spoke to you this morning. How have they been?
Healthy, yeah, 11 seconds. I don't know if that's healthy, but it's been a good day. Like, we've been able to, I guess, build up a bit of a lead this afternoon, like you say. So, yeah, I love that stage. It's an awesome stage. It's a real driver's one. Narrow, fast, all the things I like.
Considering how close it was this morning, we were considering it as healthy because it has been so tight across you, Lewis, and Eddie Maguire. How's it been having them on your heels and battling with them this morning?
I've enjoyed it, obviously. I mean, it's exactly what we want. We're competitors. We certainly don't enjoy winning by huge margins. I'd much rather be pushed. And it was great to have Lewis and Eddie and a few of the others right on our heels as well. So, yeah, it's been a good day.
We'll let you get on. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Jess.
So a happy Harry there, Jess. Another thing to consider is we have quite a few stages here, so the kilometres are about what we would expect, but they do a lot of them, like 7Ks, 9Ks, a little short burst, so you sort of come off a transport stage, you can't, you then got to peak up to rally speed, and the stages, because they're quite high speed, are quite quick. You know, we're talking 5 minute, 6 minute, 7 minute blocks, and that's why they're sort of inching away and getting, the lead. So Harry's in a really good spot at the moment with what he's just done through there.
Indeed, and a big variety of stages today. We've got 84.5 competitive kilometres throughout the day, and as we see, Lewis Bates has just crossed the line, 6.2 seconds off of Harry's time of 4 minutes 37.8.
Yeah,
so
Harry's on fire at the moment, isn't he? That's nearly a second a K. It sort of feels like he's now, dominated the afternoon. We are in a sprint round, so it's a heat format. So tonight, after the super stages, the result gets locked away. So maybe just getting a bit too far away unless there's an issue for someone like Lewis to be able to attack. And even Eddie's just fallen off Lewis a little bit, so he's got a little bit of comfort to the third at the moment as well.
That 11-second gap, which is now obviously extended, Harry wasn't overly comfortable with that, but we thought it was pretty healthy.
Yeah, it seems like it, but as a driver, you never really know. He'll be really buoyed by that time before. Lewis, Harry's been on a bit of a charge. How's it been going in your machine?
Yeah, we've had a solid day. Definitely the first pass on the technical stages. Harry and Coral have had our measure. But overall, I'm happy with our performance today. The GR Yaris is working really well, and it's been very enjoyable.
Came out of the blocks on those first two and took the lead and had a really strong run. You said the word technical, so there's just been a bit of a change of rhythm in the stages that Harry just got you on, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Especially this one. It's a lot tighter, a lot busier, and very narrow with big gum trees on the side. And riding new pace notes, I wasn't full confidence on the first pass. So yeah, a bit of a shame, but overall, I'm happy with our day.
Obviously, it resets tomorrow, so you're sort of, it's not, you've got a fair bit to play for tomorrow as well. Yeah,
that's right. We're working hard this afternoon to try and find a few things for tomorrow, and we'll have an all-out attack tomorrow.
Good on you, mate. Well done. So, interesting comment that I'll take away from that, probably two things. He said, I'm struggling a bit in the technical side, and he spoke about writing new pace notes. Now, sometimes that can be from the fact that you've done the stage for the first time and you're seeing it for the first time, but I take it that he might have rejigged. Sometimes you park and go, I won't use my pace notes from before or previous years, which is normally a good thing because you're just tweaking them, adding to them. I sometimes feel like you go, no, our noting and our speed is better now. We're better to start the slate fresh. So, I don't know exactly what that was, but that's the way I sort of took that note. So.
Luke Anea is now coming to the end of this stage. He is 13.4 seconds off of Harry, and he's been struggling to find a rhythm today, hasn't he? Another person who said maybe his notes aren't quite up to spec. He said he hasn't prepared enough today, and he's a very busy man, so it's not entirely surprising. But yeah, it's a shame having seen really good pace from him earlier this year to now come here, and he's just not quite finding his rhythm here today.
That's true, but the thing is he's not making any mistakes. So in an overall point of view, his outright position is very good. Sometimes we've seen someone like Gonzalez or Troy Dow who are going faster than him in some stages, but they haven't been as consistent. So overall, he's been more consistent. So have a chat to him and see what he says.
Thanks for stopping, Luke. How was that stage for you?
Oh, it feels like we got a new car. We made some setup changes. I think we went too soft this morning, and I just couldn't push it all, and it wasn't doing my confidence any good. So I think these last 2 stages now we're starting to realise that we can actually have a bit of a go again, because anything I was trying to do was just resulting in a bad outcome. So I just had to keep pulling back, and we're basically just driving through. But now it feels way better. So hopefully we can have a bit more of a crack the rest of today and into tomorrow.
No, you can't reveal too much, but can you tell us a little bit, give us an idea of what some of those changes were, especially because they helped you find that confidence that we know you were lacking this morning?
Yeah, we just went too soft for the suspension. Went too far away from really what M Sport recommend, actually. So funnily enough, they know a thing or two, those boys. So we just took it back to pretty much what they say to have, and all of a sudden it's like a new car again. So yeah, much better now, and all of a sudden the notes are working better and everything. So I'm glad we found it, but it's probably half a day too late, but better late than never.
Must be good feeling it all come together. And of course, it's a sprint format, so hopefully that gives you a good boost for tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll definitely throw everything we can at tomorrow.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Jess. See ya.
Explaining that they have softened the car up, and that has given him a lot of confidence. So that setup tweak has really helped him today. But that's where it helps having a sprint format around here. So it resets tonight, they come into it tomorrow, and hopefully he'll be feeling a lot more confident.
Well, you feel like you're in the fight. Like I said, he's doing a good job still in an outright thing, because not making any mistakes. He's being consistent and probably driving it accordingly. But like you said, isn't it funny how a stage and a tweak in the car makes a difference? His whole demeanour was very, very different than in regards
now,
to
Eddie
where he was
Maguire, second in this stage, 3.2 off Harry, so we should be happy with that.
Good run there, yeah, exactly. Just fallen away a little bit from Lewis, but no doubt pretty happy. Still learning this Skoda, of course, as well. Skoda seem to be the toughest doors to open. That's okay, mate. Thanks for stopping for you. Having a good day, mate. How was that one?
That was a lot better than the first run through. It wasn't a real good run the first run, but that was good. Yeah, that jump there at the media where the media are is pretty awesome.
Well, we saw a few people going in there, so you would have made their day for the trek. Bit of a hike in there for some of the photographers. Just fallen away a little bit from Lewis from where you were this morning. We were so close. What's the plan of attack with only a stage or so left in the super stages tonight?
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. The first stages this morning suited us, and they were easy to sort of come to grips with this car. Yeah, we always knew they were going to pull a bit of time out of us this afternoon, but we're happy where we are. We're still progressing. Yeah, but this afternoon, tonight, will be really cool going around the kart track. We're really looking forward to that.
Still very new to this car. We spoke about it the last one. You did a great job, outright results, but it just seems like every stage, every kilometre, you're just doing it the right way about, not making big mistakes, and the speed is there for sure when you need it.
Yeah, that's right. We made a plan when we bought the car, and we're just sticking to the plan. And hopefully next year we can match it with them.
The other thing that we forget, you haven't been to some of these rallies before, and that's a big part of it. So
yeah, no, it's great. It's none of these stages we've seen before, so it's all about getting around the stages and learning from them.
Mate, doing well. Keep the plan going.
Thank you. Cheers.
Well done. Zach Breaky on board there as well. We've got the probably the harness there. Nice slam on the door. Sorry about that, Eddie. New door required. Doing a great job. And I think the key word for me there was plan. They've been around long enough. He's got a lot of good people around him in his service crew. And like I said, he's doing it the right way. He's not making a lot of mistakes, and inching away. He's going to be quick if he's aims for next year, that's for sure.
Absolutely. It'll be fascinating to see what he can do in that car next year. There's a lot of good stories about the championship next year. So people finding their feet this year, looking forward to next year.
Yes, no, exactly. And here's someone who's learning and smiling most times we see him, of course, Alex Rullo.
Alex, that's fourth fastest through that stage at the moment. How's it all going so far?
Yeah, good. Car's really good. Just getting the grips with it. But yeah, we've sort of been that top 4-5 pace all morning, and it's pretty fast. So I'm pretty happy with that. This stage probably suits my driving style a little bit more, trickier stuff, and pretty sideways through some sketchy sections. So yeah, it's good. The car's completely different, and yeah, loving it. So now it's just working on driving stuff and managing the risks and things like that.
Today seems to have been about consistency for you. You have been showing good pace, but is it about getting to the end of the day with minimal mistakes?
Yeah, 100%. We haven't really had too many issues today. I had like a half spin this stage last time, so we dropped a bit of time then, but we're in a decent battle with Troy, and I think Luke's pretty close too, so it's good to be battling with those guys. Normally we drop off on some stages, and then the stages that I like, we sort of catch up, but now with this car, it's coming to me slowly, so it's good, a lot of fun.
Now back to some super specials at the Bend tonight. You're looking forward to getting back to almost your comfort zone on a circuit.
Yeah, it should be good. I think we've got some good notes for that, and yeah, it should be good. This thing loves it when you throw it in, and when there's no trees around, that's exactly what I do. So yeah, it should be fun.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks.
I think you eyeballed that correct, Jess. He will be fast around the super stage tonight because obviously this is new to him in regards to the pace notes and committing through these really high speed stages, but he'll be quick when he can see and he knows, and that's the part he's bringing. And I think the note that you made in one of the other chats that you and I had was that he just needs to bank a result. So I think he's going about it the right way at the moment. Still a few to run before the end of the day, of course.
And of course we saw Alex Rillo go very well at the Make Smoking History Forest Rally over those 4 super special stages. He just kept getting quicker and quicker each pass through, and eventually actually ended up taking a stage win that evening. So it'll be fascinating to see what he can do tonight.
Have a quick look as Troy Dow comes in. We'll stop him. Have a look at the front tyres on the car now, because you're looking at how hard the surface is. And have a quick look here on the tyres. It's almost like a cheese grater on the top because the road surface is so hard. So it's another thing that they're sort of working their tyre bank, and of course the tyres roll over a little bit. Troy Dow, you've had a great day so far, mate. So you must be pretty pleased with the way you're going.
Yeah, we're just, sticking to our own rhythm and just, focusing on the driving and all that. But yeah, it's been a challenging stage. We accidentally clipped something in one of the sort of slower corners. So I'm not sure what happened to the front left, but it had a pretty big hit. But yeah, we got through.
Good news is I can't see anything. I was just talking tyres, ironically. I wasn't picking anything on your front left, so don't panic too much. I couldn't even see any damage. I just was trying to be smart about tyre choices. But I think the thing is, only the second time in this car, it's a World Rally 2 type car. What are you noticing about this compared to some of the other cars you've had in the last 18 months or so?
Yeah, well, this one, it's a bit, not as powerful as what a G4 would be, but, it can really just carry the speed and try and just keep the momentum through the quarters. But, it's quite fun to drive. They're really nice.
Is the setup really important? Is it individual? Do you find you need to find a sweet spot, or it's pretty broad, the range you've got of finding a good setup?
Yeah, well, they come with all the setup sheets and all of that, so it's all sorted pretty much, but and we haven't really gone straight too far from the base setup, so we've just only gone a few clicks here and there, but yeah, I feel like it sort of suits my driving style as well, so it's good.
You had some good stage times out there, keep it up, and look forward to seeing how you go.
Thank you, cheers.
Bernie Webb alongside, of course, so smiling, seems very happy.
Yeah, it seems to have been a good day for them, and of course, fairly new car for them, so sure there's a lot of learning still going on, but that pairing has worked really well. They seem to go well together, and I remember over the years we talked to Troy a lot about his notes and as he learns more about those, but no, I think that they're going well together.
Well, they built the speed together. Bernie's very experienced. They gel together very well. So I think why he's learning cars and building his experience, having that base is really important. You see that some of the great partnerships, and when you go fast, you've got the driver co-driver relationship lasts a long time. It's like a really good PA. Once you have someone like that, you want to keep them because you know what each other's thinking. Bernie will know also when he's going a little hard, when he's when he needs to step it up a little bit, so you don't get this sort of miscommunication on is it car set up or what have we done with our choice on here and there. Sometimes the co-driver will chime in and go, no, we're not quite on it, or no, he's maxed out and we need to find something. So having that consistency is important.
Now, coming through now, we've got Molly Taylor. She is 13.9 seconds off of Harry at the moment. That's in 7th. So she's leading the way of the production cars at the moment. We were talking about earlier that it's good for the likes of Bodie Reading and Steve Maguire to have her in the field.
Absolutely, and they've been very close, actually, so they are doing a good job and shows that they've got good pace. As you wander around, right-hand drive car, of course, the Subaru. And like I said, Molly's back into it straight away and being very quick in this car.
Sorry, can we get the chalk in? Sorry, Molly. How's it all going this morning for those stages?
Yeah, good. It's nice to get back. It's like a bit of calibration to sort of get back into the groove and the notes and everything, but it's been going well, so yeah, we're happy enough. It's been a pretty good battle out there, so we're loving being back on the stages.
Now the Subaru is very different to what you've been driving internationally in Extreme E. Is it like getting back into a good pair of old shoes?
Oh, totally. It's like being back home, although I have to say it's like I've got to change gears and stuff like that, so it's a bit busier and it's a bit of, like calibration to all the muscle memory to try and get it back. But yeah, thankfully it's coming back, so it's good to be here.
And you were saying last night how excited you are to get back onto the Adelaide Hills roads after not being here for 4 years. Are they as good as you remember?
Oh, they're completely nuts. Yeah, there's like the speed in some of those stages is just, I feel like I'm just about to take off like an aeroplane at some points, but it's, yeah, awesome rally country down here.
Well, it's great to see you having fun. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Jess.
Hold it for a second. Come around here, Jordy. Have a look at Molly's position. We say production car. Look where the pedal box is. I know you're not the tallest person, Molly, but it's about weight distribution in this car, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you can see, we're basically sitting in the middle of the car here at the B pillar, but actually this is a pretty trick engineering thing. So our boys can't get in the car, so this whole pedal box is actually on a sliding system here. So if I pull that, it releases and goes all the way on the front, so someone else can drive it in the workshop.
Clever, clever. But that means also the steering column all the way back, and that's why the weight distribution in this car is very good. Great bit of engineering in this car. Well done, Molly. Thought it was worth having a look at. As she goes over our little wheel chock there. Doing a good job, seems happy. She'd be happy to be in the championship and back in the field. So.
Yes, indeed. And we were talking about what a difference it is coming from Extreme E, where, of course, she's been driving all around the world for the last few years in that program.
Oh, and that car, big off, extreme four-wheel drive car, would be like a praying mantis here. She's probably got to the hardest pack, almost, fastest roads in the country. So your brain needs to adjust to that as well.
And, of course, no gears in an electric car.
No.
So she was saying, I've got all of this stuff to remember to do at the same time.
And going back to, like I said, that's a great production car, and you've got the Eva of Maguire, and of course we talked Bodie Reading all season, but they are going quick. Some of the stages, when I look through them, 0.3 of a second. Steve Maguire just in there, Bodie's been just hanging off the back end. So, seconds per kilometre, they're going really well, and she's an awesome benchmark for them, so it's good.
Absolutely. Now we have Jamie Luff has just come through. We've been very impressed with her time today. He has brought this home in 5th for this stage, so very impressive by them.
Good job, yes, doing a good work between them. Like I said, stepped up from production last year, so it shows you what you can do on the basis of that. Let's have a chat to Jamie and see what he's got to say. We've got a chock on the front there for you, mate. We're live here. Smile probably says it all, to be honest. It seems like you're having a good day.
Yeah, a lot of fun. That stage is full on. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, we're getting through, and it's all going really well.
It is very different, our championship, every round. I mean, you're learning the car, you're doing all that stuff, but each round it's sort of very different. So it's sometimes a little hard when you're trying to learn something like that. The changes are a lot.
Yeah, 100%. I've been pulling for 7th gear a few times, to be honest, out here. But yeah, it's flashing lights, top gear, which is pretty cool.
This is the fastest rally you do in your season?
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Now, a question I've got to ask, you a left foot braker?
Yeah, big time.
Because we noticed in the last stage, your brakes seem to be working just as hard as anybody. But you're really smooth in some sections. So obviously your style is really just to balance and dance the car between left foot and the acceleration, etc.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I use a brake to set the car up a lot more than I probably should, to be honest. But yeah, I'm always dragging the brake when I need and abusing it.
Do you find this car is then better for that style than last year's production car?
Oh, through that stage, 100%. Through the faster stages, the Subaru had a much higher top speed, which was, made up a lot of time. But yeah, this is a lot more enjoyable.
Doing really well today. Keep it up, eh?
Thank you.
Because, of course, we've got, this is the penultimate sort of Shire stage. One more to run through here, and then we go to, the super stage tonight on that rally sprint track, which will be pretty cool.
Of course, and we're bringing another live stream from the super special stage tonight. So that will be at 6 p.m. local time, 6:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Time. So make sure you tune in for that. That will be on the ARC social channels. Yeah. Now, someone who we're expecting who will hopefully do quite well on those is Troy Dow. Yes. He does have a little bit of experience with that kind of...
Putting a bit of pressure on him, aren't we, on these stages for him?
But he wasn't that quick last night. We noticed on his first run through on SS1, the first run through the GT circuit there at the Shell V-Power Motorsport Park, that the car seemed to be pitching a lot. It didn't look comfortable at all, and then they tweaked it up for the second run, didn't they?
Yeah, because you come in and you sort of make a bit of a guesstimate, because not like the teams don't test necessarily out on circuits in your gravel suspension with your gravel tyres on and things. So, they went the wrong way slightly. They tweaked it in between the runs, and then obviously he got more comfortable with it. And like I said, he's probably carrying a little bit of that deficit into today. He's been very quick, and that's why someone like Luke Kinnear is sort of holding a good outright pace.
Variety. We come to some rallies that are very, a lot of the stages are very similar, whereas this tests all kind of skills over this rally.
No, exactly right.
As we see...
Bodie Reading coming through.
Coming fifth.
Fifth fast. That's a good run from him. Here we have your camper as you go and have a chat to him, Jess. Jumping around the other side, of course, in the Subaru. That distinctive sort of boxer engine sound of an older Subaru here.
Bodie, fifth fastest through that stage at the moment. Is that about where you're expected to be? But judging by the smile on your face, it seems a bit unexpected.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Didn't expect that. We had a few moments. I've ruined a mirror and almost had a call with a tree, and But yeah, no, we're still here to tell the tale, which is good.
Excellent. And how's the morning been in general? Are you kind of using? We've been talking about Molly Taylor being in this. Have you been looking at her stage times and using that as a bit of a benchmark, or just doing your own thing?
Yes and no. I've been trying to more just do my own thing because we got a few penalties last night from a silly mistake that I made. So I've just been trying to get back to at least 30 in the Production Cup, which is what we've done. So we're just trying to see out the day at the moment, and yeah, we'll look forward to being on level terms tomorrow.
And how are you finding these stages here in South Australia?
They're very different, very, very tricky, like with a few of the blind crests and stuff, but all in all, they're really exciting and they're good fun.
Well, they've been fantastic to watch and very well done so far today.
Thanks, Jeff.
Got a little bit of damage there on the driver's side wing mirror. Managed to smash a mirror coming through there, so did a good job there.
That's okay. It's the widest part of the car, as you can see, so it's okay to smack a mirror through.
That's what wing mirrors are for, right? You as a driver would know that.
No, but apparently they still make them, so it's better to be doing that than touching the wheels or in the bodywork.
You shouldn't need wing mirrors in rally, Dean.
No. Well, they're on the public roads now. That's the only reason you need them. We're not looking in the mirrors at all, but it shows he's trying, and when I've seen him, he's very committed. And that older technology car, like I said, he's been punched above his weight well and truly the whole time. So, well, it'll be interesting to see. You know, he talked about what we just were discussing, actually, because you see here in the background about how you might have a penalty that, you know, he made a mistake last night and he's sort of been trying to make up for that all day because he's been there or thereabouts, but he sort of that penalty from yesterday's hurting him a little bit.
Yeah, not ideal. He didn't really elaborate on what that
I think he had a spin or went off or something like that because his first stage time was relevant and then he just seemed to be a bit off on the other ones. He was having a few rally safe issues, so we probably didn't identify that on the live feed yesterday. Like I said, he'd be happy, and like Smile said it all, he's obviously building his speed up. Hasn't been here before. I still am amazed that he just did his first round. You know, Tasmania, you do your local ARC as you could, did such a fantastic job. He's now in round 5. He's done the whole season, so and he's done a great job. And
it's been really great seeing him here at every event. That's definitely been one of the great stories of this season in the 2023 Bosch Motorsport Australia Rally Championship.
No, definitely. We saw someone like Taylor Gill last year and Max McRae. Both of them are over in Europe at the moment, so obviously at the end of the day, you know, it shows that, you know, the Australian Championship is a good foundation for sure.
Now we've got Daniel Gonzalez just finishing the stage now. He's down in 10th, 17 seconds off Harry. So we wonder if maybe he's had an issue there because he hasn't had the most straightforward days.
It's been up and down today.
Yeah.
He's had some really good stage times and some not so good. So, you know, it'd be great. This is the perfect opportunity to chat to them, fresh off the stage, see how they're going, what's going on, to how they're rallying, formulating, etc. So, like I said, he sort of had an indifferent start to it all. One of them was, I know he had a spin. Well, I think he's had 2 spins, actually. On that last stage we did as a live, he had a spin as well. So let's have a chat and see what he's got to say. West Australian crew done the series, doing a great job. Damon Nicoli on board as well. Hey mate, how are you? It's been an interesting day for you so far. Give us a recap.
Oh my God, there's so much has been happening. Good. Yeah, it's been a big day, man. Lots have been happening, but happy to be here. We got away with a few ones this morning and just getting these Ks in. It took us ages to get used to the level of grip that you do have here. So then when we finally found it, we made a few mistakes. And there's been lots and lots of wonderful opportunities to grow here today.
That's the way to view it, isn't it? Is it part of, you had a couple of spins and you say there's a lot of grip, but the thing is, a bit like a racetrack, there's almost then a line. So if you find yourself a little bit offline, it can be really loose.
Yeah, that's right. So we try and stay as much as we can on the line with just other things that we've got to work on for the next rally.
And when you're repeating stages, has that been good to be able to maybe bring them into effect straight away, depending on your first pass win or not?
Definitely. I think once we've go through the first time, we've made some notes, and it's been really cool. Obviously, stoked to have Damo back with me as well, and it's been a really good day for us with regards to things that we're going to work on for the next few rallies in the future.
And the other good thing as well, of course, we go back to a sprint format here. So tonight, after the Super Stage, we reset and you're back in at square tomorrow.
That's right. So I think today, we're looking forward to starting tomorrow, let's say.
I'll say it for you. Character building.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
See you, mate. Well done. There you go. Didn't elaborate heaps. I think just made a couple of errors today, learning a lot and trying to take the positive side of all that.
Something that I've noticed about this rally, most of the other rallies so far this season, it's got to point about this point in the day, and we've had people fall out of the rally, either due to mechanical issues or driver or crew error rather than driver error, because it can sometimes be down to the notes. And today, we're coming through, it's stage 11, and we've still got almost everyone still going.
I think part of that is sometimes on gravel rallies or whatever it is in the forest, the inconsistency of the stages can catch people out on pace notes, as you say, etc. Here, when you're on Shire roads, yes, they're fast and yes, they can be scary because of that, but they're formed quite well. They're probably easier to read the roads because, of course, public drive on them quite often. So, as you say, probably a little less mistakes than we would traditionally see in some of the trickier rallies. So this is commitment, but a little, less people getting caught out by some of those sometimes silly mistakes and things like that. There's an odd spin here. I mean, we even had Harry have an overshoot just because of the pace change. We don't see that very often either. So it does show there's still some things to be wary of at the same time. It's be worth a chat to Jess. Is obviously Steve doing a great job and chasing down Molly Taylor in some of the stage times.
Steve, how's it all going so far? How are your stage times looking? Are you happy with them?
Yeah, we are actually. Yeah, we like it in that stage there. In particular, it's quite technical and really liking the stages today, and the car's holding up well.
Yeah, car running all smoothly, no mechanical issues. We're just talking about the fact that people seem to have been getting through today very smoothly with minimal mechanical issues, so hopefully it's the same for you.
Yeah, same for us. I think these Shire roads are a little bit easier on a car, especially an old production car, but no, we're really loving it.
We are hearing how technical some of these stages are, so what's it like hauling this beast through some of those areas?
Yeah, just the trees, so close to the road and the brows, and some technical corners straight after the brows, so you got to keep it neat and tight.
Well, nothing. Thank you, mate.
Always, thanks.